Are you adding that one?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Welcome to the October 13th Village of Shawnee Hills Council meeting. For all that can, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here, Isaac here, the Rosa, Anthony here.
Here.
Sarah.
Okay, the minutes from the 22nd. Does anybody have corrections on page 1? Page 2? Page 3? And page 4. All right, motion to approve the minutes from the 22nd?
So moved. Yes, Isaac, yes, the Rosa.
Yes.
Anthony. Yes. Andrew.
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Any questions on the agenda?
I make a motion to add ordinance 33-2025 as an emergency.
Second.
Yes. Isaac, yes, the Rosa.
Yes.
Anthony. Yes. Andrew.
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the agenda as with revisions?
So moved.
Yes. Yes, the Rosa.
Yes.
Anthony. Yes. Andrew.
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
All right, Brian? Okay, thank you. Russ?
Couple things, last week or 2 weeks ago, I attended the American Blue Board Symposium in Michigan. It was very fruitful for our village. It was, we're doing a lot of good things. We received 2 awards. They're sitting up here. One is recognition for our urban forestry program, and the things that we're doing with trees with the Arboretum and the Tree City things that we're doing. So we're recognized for that. And then the major class award that we got, we competed with cities like Topeka, Kansas, Milwaukee. There were several large communities that were part of that. And we won the award for urban forestry overall. We have several honorable mentions for awards, mainly the plantings and the pots and the flowers and things that we're doing in the community. So it's making a difference, and it is great sitting in a ballroom of about 500, 600 people to see Shawnee Hills in pictures of our village across people from all over the country and Canada. It was really kind of heartwarming to see that and see that our hard work and efforts are going noticed. And then I really want to give a shout out to Tom and Maureen Miller, who were a finalist in the community champions category. And I think there were maybe 10 folks in that category. They did not win. There was a lady who long-term served the village of Tavares, Florida, that won the overall category. But Tom and Morag and everything they're doing here, not only to be nationally recognized like that, but everybody here should give a round of applause for everything that they do for our community every single day. Working with Blooms on the report that went out. And hopefully we'll be implementing some really fun things, some good projects and things for 2026 and into the future. Pump station. As most of you know, John Kincaid has been our pump station operator of record for many years. We've got a contract with John. John had a company that was able to service it and make some repairs, and then do the weekly checks that are required by the EPA on our pump station. John is retired, and we have found ourselves without an operator of record, which I have learned is easier to say than it is to find. Mark and I have met with 7 or 8 different companies. We thought we had one lined up, was able to do part of what Kincaid does, and then merge that with what our staff here can handle. They pulled out Friday. They pulled out due to some health issues, and Met with Chris and what we came up with, and one of the things initially what the conversation even at UST was, can we handle this in-house? Is this something that we can do in-house? The answer is yeah, no. Yes, we can, but we need someone with the pump station operator license, wastewater, something. Big long title, takes 3 to 4 years to get that license, and a lot of dedicated hours and work. You have to work under someone that's in a pump station role. So even having one of our employees here try to obtain that license, we're out of compliance for several years before we get there. Or we have to hire someone like we're hopefully doing today. So the pump station operator position. I met with the gentleman today. He was with the village of Asheville, was in charge of their wastewater treatment facility. He is over certified for what we need. And like I said, met him, he's really interested. I'm thinking 4 hours a week minimum or maximum. On a good day, he's willing to come do the weekly checks, or Mark can take over the weekly checks. He said for the first couple months, he wants to come do them so that he gets familiar with what we're pumping and what we're doing and how everything runs. And then we can have our internal staff do the weekly checks. We take weekly checks that go to the office. We take meter readings and things that we have to turn in Shirley that goes to Columbus. So that has to be done. He's gonna do that in conjunction with our people for the first month or so, to get familiar with our station. He can do routine maintenance, little things, any of the major repairs. We would have to have a contractor. We do have contractors that we've identified that can do that. But I think this is the best route for us. Having someone in-house that can handle it, that's our employee. It's cheaper than what we pay Kincaid in the long run. Cause I think we paid Kincaid a lot of what if, cause there was an annual fee that we paid him. We're paying this guy by the hour. So I think in the end, it's gonna work out better for the village, having someone hourly.
So Russ, like if we have an emergency on the weekend, we wouldn't call him, we would call our contractor
We
for
would call
repair?
him
Okay,
and he would respond. Now, he does have a job, he has another job, doing the same thing full-time, and he works midnight shift
okay,
for another municipality. He's confident that he can answer his phone and at least, you know, again, working together, Mark or Richard or Zach can come in and flip a switch. And if it's that bad, we can diagnose it and work with him on the phone. But he's gonna be the primary point of contact, something goes wrong in the pump station, anything that starts with him.
okay,
Other things that he can do are sewer inspections. I don't want him actually going to do the inspections, but he can compile the reports and keep us compliant with the EPA. Currently, we're paying Chris to do that.
okay.
So it kind of merges some duties. He met him today, he checks all the boxes and then some. Was very, you know, he's younger, so we're gonna have him for a while. And was very interested in this position, so. And we got the hourly rate and the hours and everything. I've been working with Chris and that's about the average of what they should make. And hours, I think 4 hours is more than enough weekly. You're about 30 minutes inside the pump station, but if you're 30 minutes inside the pump station, then you're gonna check some fittings or make some minor repairs. He can do that, clean out pumps, do things like that. It's inside that 4 hours, so that was in my mind when we came to all this.
And do you think maybe after the first few months, maybe it won't even be that much, because there might be 1 week, it's an hour or two, and Mark or whoever does something, a check as well, or do you think it'll be a minimum of 4 hours a week, probably regularly? Even
I think it'll
after,
drop off,
that's what I was thinking.
especially in winter months.
Right,
He lives
yeah.
in Asheville, so I don't think he's gonna want to
Yeah.
drive up here in January.
And especially as we get a little more proficient with.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, all right, cool.
So that paving, we are only doing 3 areas in the village. West Old Powell is the biggest chunk, about 600 foot of West Old Powell, where where we paved over the paper when we did the kind of not so old method, but the last method of paving that's failing. I don't have a date of when it's gonna start. It should be very minor inconveniences. Shawnee Trail and Glick Road, there's a crater, water in it now. But they're gonna repair, and then the widening of the first 50 feet or so of east of the path. So minor projects, minor things, minor inconvenience. As soon as I hear when they're gonna be here, I'll get it out to the community. But this is one of those deals where if they're working in Dublin, they can come to Shawnee Trail, and Glick, they're gonna come to Shawnee Trail and Glick. And then I think the biggest one that's gonna be is what's on that. We've done that stuff the last season. Submitted our Tree City USA and our growth award for 2025. Pending regional review, but I don't see any problem us continuing our Tree City status and then again getting a growth award for 2025. And here for the Bloom 12, it sounds like our village has exceeded in all those categories, and we should lock down this award for the next 3 years if we continue doing and staying on the path we're on. So that's positive. And then just a reminder, trick or treat is October 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. The police department will have trick or treat tailgates set up about 5 o'clock at Wyandotte Shawnee Trail. The tree lighting is December 5th at 5:30. That's it.
And Veterans,
And Veterans
Veterans Day is,
November 8th at 1100.
did you say 1100?
That's how Army people say,
Oh.
yes.
Geez, oh man. All right, thank you, Russ. The police chief, next one. All right, visitors, Carol?
Gotta read it.
Oh, hold on, these are new glasses. Dinner with Murder and Mayhem 2?
You got it,
Okay.
okay, Shawnee Hills Chamber of Commerce will be holding their annual meeting as a dinner on November 12th. And it's going to be a murder mystery dinner theater. And David Himanowski, who's spoken a couple of times as the judge up in Delaware County. He's working with me on this script. You can't miss it, you guys. It's gonna be absolutely hilarious. We have a sponsor for the dinner, so there's gonna be no charge. But if you wanna come, you're gonna have to register because we're only gonna take 40 people. It's November 12th. I will get an invitation out. It'll go out through our constant contact email. If you've opt out of constant contact, this is your last notice. But I do hope that we're gonna get some council members to come because it's gonna be hilarious. We have 2 police officers involved, but I'm not inviting but Russ, unless you wanna come.
Okay.
Where are
Who are
you
the-
having it?
It's at Elvacara.
And is it in the evening or during the
It's
day?
evening, it starts at 6:30. I did it on purpose because I've listened to you people say I can't come in the middle of the day. Okay, it starts at 6:30, it's at Elvacara, we have their private dining room. And the meal is all included.
Is Zach one of the officers involved?
Uh,
Zach was in his high school theater troupe.
Let me tell you what, I don't know, have any of you seen the Mousetrap? Which is an Agatha Christie play. There are 2, it's Agatha Christie, so every time there's a play, 2 murders get taken place. Okay, the first one is off screen ahead of time, the second one occurs on screen. But then we gotta figure out who did it, and that's the way these murder mysteries things go. You see the play, you see that, you see the people that are supposed suspects. And then they have dinner, and after the dinner, the people in the audience need to decide who did it.
Well, it sounds interesting.
I think it's fun, and I just hope that some of you guys can come.
And that's November 12th,
November 12th, it's a
6:30. All right,
Any questions?
no,
I do want to comment on the fall festival. I wasn't real sure what was gonna happen, but it certainly seemed like it turned out nice. So everybody who worked on it did a really good job with it.
yeah, it was well attended too.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, I'll get an invitation out. Please plan on coming. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
All right, thank you, Carol. All right. I assume you're not just here to listen.
I'm with Rumpke. I wasn't sure if the discussion for the extension of the contract was gonna come up tonight, but I was here just in case.
Do we?
I think we can discuss it if you wanna hit the highlights of it. I don't think it made the agenda today.
Okay,
I had it in USC, so if you wanna kind of run through the contracts, I can have like Julian on it.
Yeah, so it's, the current agreement expires at the end of January. What we sent, what I sent to Russ a few weeks back, is a 5-year extension of the current contract. Where what we would do is the first year would just be a 15-cent increase. We were planning on holding the rate firm, and then the county sent us a letter saying that the contract fee at the transfer station going up at the start of the year. So that's roughly like 15 cents per home. So you'll see a one-time 15-cent increase for year 1, and years 2 through 5 would go back to the 4% increases we've been doing the last few years. That's kind of one of those, the gist of it. He did say something about trying to keep it in line with other communities in the area. So with the 15-cent increase, your rate would be for year 1 would be for a regular household is $24.60. Concord Township, we have a contract with them. Their increases go into effect April 1st. It's based on the water, sewer, trash CPI. When I looked at it 2 weeks ago, the water, sewer, trash increase after that they would experience in April would give them a $24.60 rate per month. So you'll be more or less exactly in line with what Concord Township is also paying.
I think Todd had a couple questions.
So I did, so with the new contracts. For the senior citizens who receive the 10% rebate, 10% off,
Yes, sir.
automatically, will that continue or do we have to reapply?
Should automatically roll over. As far as your account goes, it should be unaffected.
Okay, great, thank you.
And one thing we did talk about was yard waste, and because that was the quote we had, are we gonna do a leaf pickup, or are we gonna do a yard waste? And the yard waste was not economically feasible for everybody. I think it was another $6 or something, $5 a household. So we decided to continue doing chipper day and offer a leaf pickup.
Did we ever discuss leaf pickup? Really?
not.
You still do like brown bag?
Yeah, but we will take yard waste, we treat it as trash, we take it to the landfill, we just, the question was about treating it as like, yard waste like a compostable material.
Okay.
And that's just, we can do it, it's just not economically feasible for us.
All right, any other questions?
Good.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, communications, I wanted to second, so I read through the Bloom's report and I can't say enough how much I appreciate all the work that, and again, like Craig and Tom and Morgan and everybody, the work that group does is unbelievable to me. In the Miller, Tom and Morgan, I don't think they understand what being retired means. Because they seem to be going full time. Coincidentally, I presented 2 Boy Scout troop. I don't know what the troop number was. I want to say it was 888. It encompassed like Eli Penny and kind of this north end. It was about being a good citizen, a good how can you contribute to your community. And I actually brought up Bloom's, like that was one of my first things, like, hey, we have this group. And there was a little boy in the audience named Owen who lives on East, and his mom was Jessica. Do you know that lives on East Hiawatha. And this kid knew everything about Bloom's. It was kind of ironic, but I like, yes, that's why I'm bringing it up.
Mhm.
But so that was nice and was well received at the Boy Scouts. And who knows? I mean, they were pretty young kids, but like we've had Eagle Scout projects in the past, and maybe this group down the road ends up doing some projects for us. But That is everything I have.
All I have is just working on the Veterans Day program. Working on a couple of speakers and got the national anthem wrapped up and more details to come at the next meeting. So just got to touch base with Ross, make sure we get everything.
All right, committee reports. Do we have any new committee chairs that want to report?
Oh, you know, I really don't have much to say. Actually, Russ went over everything for us, but I would defer to everything that he just went over.
Okay, well,
He took my.
very good. Yeah, no, very good.
It's the thunder.
I like they did
The
that.
Public Arts Council, they will be meeting this Wednesday night at 6 o'clock.
All right,
Nothing related.
anything else on the JED board?
Did, well, Evans Farm, Jed one did try to meet, but there was not a forum, so,
So it went well.
yes.
Okay. Anybody else?
The village did approve the mural.
Hummingbird.
So we approved it at sitting here, I'm just waiting on Maggie to,
Okay, just let me know.
yes.
Approve the artwork for it?
Yes.
Oh, I'd like to see it. Out of curiosity, has Bridges Ed never brought up? I know he wanted to, he planned on doing something like that. I don't know if he ever
Yeah.
been busy. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Okay, legislative actions. You know what? I'll start with ordinance 33-2025, an ordinance creating and establishing the part-time position of pump station operator and declaring an emergency. Obviously, this is an emergency because we need somebody of record in this position. And obviously, Russ has gone through the entire interview process. So I feel like we found a good one.
I just wanted, there was just a typo, the section 1, the village of Shawnee is Shawnee spelled incorrectly, so just correct that for the record. So,
Yeah.
thank you.
Be Shanny.
Shanny.
Where do you see that?
Section 1, council for the village of Shawnee,
Oh,
Shanty.
oh.
Yeah.
Shanny.
All right, do I have a motion to suspend with the second and third reading, declare ordinance 33-2025 an emergency?
So moved.
Second,
Gates,
Yes.
Isaac, yes, Rosen.
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
Catcher,
Yes.
Zimmerman,
yes,
All right, motion to adopt ordinance 33-2025.
So moved.
second. Gates,
Yes.
Isaac, yes, Rosen.
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
Catcher,
Yes.
Zimmerman.
yes,
All right, this is a first reading ordinance 30-2025. An ordinance to reappropriate funds for current expenses and other expenditures of the village of Shawnee Hills, state of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2025. And declare an emergency. Any questions? All right, do I have a motion to suspend with the second and third reading, declare ordinance 30-2025 an emergency?
So moved.
Second.
Gates,
Yes.
Isaac, yes, Rosen.
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
Catcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
yes,
All right, motion to adopt ordinance 30-2025.
So moved.
second,
Gates,
Yes.
Isaac, yes, Rosen.
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
Catcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
yes,
All right, first reading ordinance 31-2025. An ordinance amending the Village of Shawnee Hills Police Department staffing matrix and declare an emergency. Does anybody have questions on this? This is actually Bruce is deployed. So this is a strategic reorder. So do I have a motion to suspend with ordinance or with second and third reading and declare ordinance 31-2025
I
emergency?
got a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
2 auxiliaries or 3 auxiliaries?
Lieutenant Bartram's stepping down part-time.
You got 2 and 3 of them, that's why.
Well, I
Should be
should be. Brian left the red corrections in there, so, yeah, it's 3, and then 1 lieutenant. That's
1 lieutenant, auxiliaries. After 38 years, I was gonna do that, but it was stepping down, auxiliary. Just gonna continue to do firearms for us, but
That hurts myself.
yeah.
All right, did we get a motion to?
No.
All right, do I kind of have a motion to suspend with the second and third reading?
So moved.
Second.
Gates.
Yeah.
Adjourn, yes, Rosa.
Yes.
Manny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
All right, motion to adopt ordinance 31-2025.
So moved.
Second.
Adjourn, yes, Rosa.
Yes.
Manny.
Yes.
Adjourn.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
All right, and finally, a first reading ordinance 32-2025, and I'm sure why you all are here. This is big news tonight. An ordinance confirming the mayor's appointment of Kyle McCoy as a full-time police officer for the village of Shawnee Hills and declare an emergency. Any questions? He's right over there if you have questions, right there. All right, Kyle, you want to say anything? You want to introduce yourself? That's Kyle. So I swore Kyle in earlier, so you guys have no choice here, but do I have a motion to suspend with the second and third reading and declare a resolution 11. Oh, I'm sorry, ordinance 32-2025 an emergency.
So moved.
Second. Gates.
Yes.
Isaac. Yes. Rosa.
Yes.
Manny.
Yes.
Adjourn.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
All right, Kyle, here it comes. Do I have a motion to adopt ordinance 32-2025?
So moved. Second.
Gates.
Yes.
Isaac. Yes. Rosa.
Yes.
Manny.
Yes.
Adjourn.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
Official.
Yep.
Welcome.
All right, a first reading of resolution 11-2025, a resolution that the village of Shawnee Hills host an employee and volunteer appreciation dinner. That's a first reading. All right, do I have yes,
This was on December 5th, right?
It'll be that, yeah,
That's what I was just going, it's all the time.
because everyone can treat that.
all right. I have a motion to pay the bills in the amount of $222,113.08.
Second.
Gates.
Yeah.
Isaac. Yes. Rosa.
Yes.
Manny.
Yes.
Adjourn.
Yes.
Yes.
Shirley, treasurer's report?
General fund, $512,784.24. Street fund, $107,443.73. State highway, $52,892.40. Bus air, $3,956.88. Continuing professional training, $13,207.47. For law enforcement, $534.41. Indigent drivers, $385.84. Law enforcement trust, $3,852.20. Enforcement education, $1,795.98. One Ohio, $771.04. Fire fund, $129,201.82. Weed fund, $258.33. TIF, $110,971.84. TIP 2, $70,053.17. Police District Fund, $230,717.10. Veterans Memorial, $298.97. Sewer operating, $84,218.34. Sewer replacement, $7,506.08. Storm sewer, $35,777. Enterprise improvement, $23,419. Debt service, $84,710.02, and Evans Farm Jed, $4,396.83. For a total of $1,479,076.46.
All right, motion to adopt the treasurer's report?
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Isaac. Yes. Rosa.
Yes.
Manny.
Yes.
Adjourn.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
All right, any miscellaneous business?
Well, I got a list.
You do, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I have a list. Per a Facebook, comment, I think, and Russ brought this up in UST, I think we need to ask Andy Mitri, come in. Go over
Electric or gas?
gas, just to clarify.
I think he is coming in the second.
I thought he
meeting
was
this
too,
month.
but I want to reiterate that with
Yep.
them and just verify. Because there were some people who were questioning why, what we're doing. I don't think they understood. And as far as leaf pickup, some residents wanted it, some didn't. I put a post out there and some people were like, yeah, let's do it. And others were like, won't. I think we at least get one, possibly two. But if nobody puts if the people don't put the leaves out, then they don't get picked up.
They have to know about it in advance, I think that's all.
Yeah, but I mean, some folks were like, well, for the bugs and stuff, they wanted. Place for them to live, I don't know. But what was it, what was they said, what was the? Okay.
But if you leave it down as a complete carpet, then the grass dies.
It's kind of one of those where if you want to, great, if you don't want to, hey,
You're on it. Yeah,
that's where we're still working on. I was just saying.
Until we get that,
I was meaning it more of like a discussion, like,
sure.
what's your opinion? I say, yes, let's do at least one or two, look at the price, make sure it fits, if it can.
The problem I see with something like that is that much like Chipper Day, there's very few people that participate, and so the price per person that actually utilizes it. You know, it's kind of like it's not everybody that does it, you know, like for myself, I would never do it just because. When I want to clean it up, I want to clean it up, so I put it in a bag, so, and Rumpke takes it. Like immediately. So. I just know that once winter hits, you get some high winds and everything ends up going everywhere anyway, so. I don't care one way or the other, or if it's a reasonable price, but. I didn't even know about it, cause I don't do the special Facebook page.
I think it's something that depending on dollar figure, like if we get a dollar figure that's like 50% or less of participation, then.
Yeah.
That makes sense, but if it's full. Now.
Yeah.
I think it was around $2,000 a pickup.
Per pickup?
Per pickup.
To be honest with you, I don't even know if that, like, I don't know what to compare it to. Like, what's the,
Well, I think the other one for me is, certain trees drop leaves certain different times, so.
Right.
Some of these
Yeah.
trees, the oaks and things like that, they're not dropping until November, isn't way in. So. You gotta figure out what to watch, that's the biggest issue. It's not like some of the power folks.
Yeah, they can go weekly.
they may have their own equipment too.
They do, they do. That's but I understand what you're saying, I do. But where to catch that sweet spot, couple of points.
Was that number something to do with that? Did they give you a participation number, like, if 70% of the village, this is what it would be?
Or even was based on. And what they. Felt would take them to go through the entire village, down every street, pick up. And I believe our conversation was probably 50% to 70% of the residents would use it. So they base their numbers off of that. But as well as I do, they quoted me that, so that's what they're gonna bill me.
Yeah.
They just drive really slow.
Yeah, I don't know the right answer to that. 'Cause I don't know how many we would have.
I don't know, but well, I guess the question was, do we wanna have Russ continue to. Bother to go down that road, or just at this point this year, maybe just.
I think I'd bag it for the year.
What if we did it one time at the end of the season? Like you'd maximize the number of leaves that are down. You'd get it cleared out for the winter time.
And we're gonna be in the street anyways,
Right, and then it becomes mush. I've observed that.
That's true, we don't necessarily have a.
Yeah, and then it becomes
Double
a driving hazard.
slip and fall, walking,
Slip and slide car.
there you go.
I just have a question. So I hadn't heard of this previously, but if Rumpke's already paying, why are we paying an additional $2,000?
It's not the pickup would be instead of you bagging it, you push it to the edge. And then they come by with a big vacuum. And they suck it into a trailer and mulch it all up and take it.
They don't take it to a landfill like Rumpke would take it to a landfill.
They would
You're still
recycle.
landfills,
Yes.
basically recycling.
Correct.
And using up,
Correct.
so it's more.
Yeah, it's probably going to like price
Yeah,
organic
yeah,
or
like
something like
one of
that.
the.
Environmental, if you go to.
Something to think about, like, another meeting, I suppose, on that, I just, something to bring up.
Since they are late falling this year, I guess we've got time.
That's true. All right, next,
No, I'm done. That was it. It was a short list. It was only two.
Mm.
Okay. Anybody else? All right, I think that's it. Kyle, welcome aboard. Enjoy your ride alongs with Zach. Sure it'll go well. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Someone.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?